Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, yesterday, there were there was a video that was out on Twitter of a streamer with a pistol brandishing it in an unsafe way and using it in an unsafe way. This video is purely to show some safety tips that may help keep you safe and that may end up saving someone's life at some point. There are a lot of accidental gun deaths in the United States every year, and that's sometimes based on a simple mistake by someone that is very experienced with guns, very experienced with firearms, know the training, know the safety, know everything, and they just look over things. So the biggest thing is just don't get complacent with your safety training, your thought process. Okay, it's very, very dangerous to do this. It's very scary to do this. I've seen many people on the firing range when I used to go shoot qualifications in the Army. I've seen a lot of people forget a couple of the safety rules that are it's very dangerous. It's very scary. It's not a thing that you really want to have to deal with. So I'm going to go over the 4 rules of firearm safety. These are the normal rules that if you look them up, it's what they're going to be. And the reason that I had to pull up the actual list is because I used to have them memorized, and now it's just a second nature to me. Okay, so first rule is treat every weapon as if it's loaded. This is super important. My 8-year-old child knows this. He knows that anytime that he picks up any weapon at any point, you have to treat it like it's loaded. Of course, this is before you know, before you check, before you anything. Treat it as if it's loaded, because if you don't, it can be a very scary and very dangerous time. If you pick up a gun thinking that it's not loaded, you're more likely to let your hand slip in the trigger guard. You're more likely to pull the trigger. You're more likely to do all of these things that can put everyone around you in danger. The video of the guy shooting his G Fuel on his desk was, I'll be honest, it was disturbing to me. It was disturbing that someone would feel so confident and so, I don't know, and it was very threatening. His just the way he acts was very threatening in general. But yeah, every weapon is loaded unless you have fully checked it and you fully know that it is not loaded. Okay? Rule 2 is never point the weapon at anything you do not intend to destroy. Now that last word is changed in the Army safety rules, but civilian side, do not point your weapon at anything you do not intend to destroy, because anything that you point your weapon at, it can destroy. Period. It's very dangerous. It's not something to play with. It's not something that you need to take lightly. Now, granted, here in the South, we are a gun-heavy society, to say the least. We know guns. We deal with guns on a daily basis. I carry a gun on a daily basis. So I know these rules. I know how I'm supposed to use it. I know these rules, and it's safe for me. I keep myself safe, I keep everyone around me safe. And my gun does not get pulled out in public ever. unless at some point that I needed to. If I needed to, then I would. But I hope and pray that I never have to need it. Okay? It's like a parachute. If I wore a parachute on my back all the time, I hope and pray I never have to use this thing. But if I have to, then I will. Rule number 3 is keep your finger off the trigger until you are aimed down sights and you are prepared to fire upon whatever it is you're aiming at. If you are just, I see this all of the time. Let me go get a spray bottle. This is the number one thing that I see people do, okay? Now this is funny, but this is how I realize if someone has any kind of weapons training whatsoever. So, normal spray bottle for household cleaner, okay? If someone walks around like this all of the time, I know that they don't have any weapons training, okay? I know in my mind, I'm saying that person does not know weapon safety. But me, when I carry this around the house, I carry it like this. Okay? See? My trigger, my hand is not on it. And it will not be on it until I'm ready to spray some cleaner on some stuff. So, that's one thing that I notice, and it's myself and my wife all of the time. We don't walk around like this, and it's hilarious because we've both grown up in houses that taught us how you should treat weapons and be safe with them and everything else. So it's just natural to walk around like this with a cleaner. Interesting little tidbit. And rule 4, be sure of your target and what is beyond it. What that means is the bullet shot from your weapon, when you are aiming at something, say if I was aiming at my computer screen, and this is what really not upset me, but disturbed me about the video on Twitter yesterday of the guy who shot his desk. If you shoot your TV, if I shot my monitor right now, the bullet would go through my monitor, through my desk, through the wall, through the hallway in between this room, probably into the living room, and would probably be embedded in not the first couch against the wall, but the second one. There's a lot of velocity. There's a lot of power. If there's not something to stop your bullet, something solid to stop your bullet, it is going to go until it cannot go anymore. So if you are inside and you shoot it into a wall, it's going to go through that wall. I would say definitely through the wall and the stud, even if it does hit a stud, and it probably won't stop until it hits either the outside of the house or goes all of the way outside of the house. Very dangerous. Just don't pull the trigger inside unless you know that it is completely unloaded. Okay? With that being said, I'm going to turn my camera down here a little bit, and I'm going to show just a little safety tips. Okay. So, don't mind the mess. Actually, I'm going to move this chair in the way so my wife doesn't fuss. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is, this is my pistol. This is a Glock. It's full size. I think it's a 19. Let me make sure. 17. Gen 4. So, this pistol is a 9mm. This is not my everyday carry. I carry a Glock 43 as my everyday, smaller, easier, all that good junk. So this currently is loaded. This is a fully loaded magazine with one in the chamber. So what that means is the magazine is completely full. Okay, it's completely full, and then there is one in the chamber. Okay, so now this weapon is completely empty. Okay, you can see all the way through it. There's nothing in it. Okay, now this is safe to deal with. This is safe to handle. This is a safe weapon. This thing has been completely cleared. It is completely safe. Okay, there's nothing that I can do that at this current moment that makes it unsafe. Okay, so anytime that you're handling a weapon, anytime that anyone hands you a pistol, this is how you check it. This is how you're gonna handle it. Don't handle it while it's fully loaded. Okay, immediately unload it, then you can handle it, then you can look at it, and it's gonna make you more comfortable and the people that you're around more comfortable. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do that again. Okay, so I'm gonna load it. Weapon is loaded, weapon's hot. I'm gonna take the magazine out. That way, whenever you cycle the round to get this round that's in the chamber out, it's gonna eject it, it'll be clear. Okay, so didn't kick that hard that time. So now the weapon is clear, nothing in it, and this is safe. Okay, now I'm gonna reload this and store it. So my weapon is loaded, only has one shot in it, but it is loaded. So completely loaded, back together, fully safe. So everyone, I truly appreciate you watching this video, this little tidbit of information. I hope that it helps you. I hope that I do more of these. I like it. I enjoy weapons. I enjoy the training. I enjoy teaching people. I hope you come and hang out with me. I stream every day on Twitch. Right now my schedule is kind of jacked up because my work schedule is a little different. But I hope that you'll join me. Come hang out with me. It is twitch.tv/BlueMako. Come hang out, drop a follow, and help us get to the point of where we get some subs. So y'all have a good day. Peace out. Stay safe.